is a bass line? A bass line is simply what you are playing on your left hand. For example, in our last lesson we practiced the 1, 6, 4, 5. Remember, the 1 is the do, the 6 is the la, the 4 is the fa, and the 5 is the sol. So it was, but we took it from the bottom, and then we replaced the fa with the re at some point, and we started playing. Do la re sol, do la re sol. Right, now that is our bass line, albeit a very boring bass line. We'll soon jazz it up and make it more groovy, but then it's a boring bass line because this is what it will sound like. That's how it sounds. And if you watched the video, we did something very interesting. We added passing notes to that bass line to make it more interesting. And at the end of the last episode, and if you are wondering how to get the last episode, check the link in the description below and you'll see that was episode 5. We did something like this. So all we did was adding passing notes. So instead of going straight to la, from do to la, we did do, sol, la, do, sol, la. Do you see that? Instead of going straight to re, we did mi, re. So mi introduced re, sol introduced la. While the last one, instead of going to sol directly, we do la, sol. So we just introduce by passing notes. Another way you can play it is sol can also introduce re instead of mi, re. So the truth is that as long as it is a passing note, you can introduce with anything. You can even use fa. Fa, re. You can use T. You can use any note on the keyboard to introduce, but the best is usually something very close to the notes you are introducing. So if you are doing re, use mi. Sol works with anything because sol is a dominant note. The 5th is always a dominant note on the piano. So enough of all those explanations. By the time you add that, it sounds like this. Now, even at that, we can also jazz it up a little bit. We can make it more interesting by doubling some notes. So instead of doing, we can do double the la. And double the sol. So do you see what I did? Now that is a more interesting bass line. Do, sol, la, la, mi, re, la, sol, sol. One of the benefits of practicing bass lines is that it teaches you ear training. Nothing in the world teaches ear training more than bass line. After a while, you've played so many bass lines, you already know what sound a note is going to give you because your bass line exercises your mind. It's the best form of practicing ear training. So if I were you, I would take this seriously. So this is do, sol, la, la, mi, re, la, sol, sol. Or you can do do, sol, la, la, sol, re. So it's sorry. One is mi, re, one is sorry. each of those, both the mi re and the sol re, should be practiced 50 times every day if you're serious. But if you're not that serious about learning it, 20 times every day, each of them, right? Then I will add a bonus bass line for you to practice, which is that's do sol la re sol la sol. So I'm doing do sol la re sol la sol re do sol la re sol la. So I think you should practice each of them 20 each, 50 each, depending on how serious you want to get this done. And those are the bass lines I'll teach for this particular episode. Practice it, and in the next episode I will teach another type of bass line, and for this particular chord progression, and then later we'll add the right hand to these bass lines and see how it goes. Yeah, see you in the next episode.